Diamonds and Gents. This Miss Trey at Jim, and you are watching Jim Spot TV. How y'all doing? I'm about to be getting ready to move around in a minute, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna be talking about Mary, and yeah, I'm gonna be talking about Mary season 3, episode 3. This is gonna be a recap and some random stuff, you know. Just felt like doing one. Okay, I know it's been a minute since y'all have been in the bathroom with a sister. So let's get it on in here. Okay, because I needed a bright light to do what I'm about to try to do with my face in a minute. So let's talk. So here you go. You got Erica Campbell trying to get her, you know, her career off its feet. Now, she's been doing business with My Block Records, which belongs to her husband or what have you. Anywho, so they have a sit down or whatever to talk about, you know, her career or what have you. So he walks into the bedroom and she just sent her song to other gospel artists so they can listen to it. And he blows a gasket, baby. He has a fit, honey. He like, listen, don't be sending no music to no other bodies. Okay? Don't you be sending no music to nobody else. I feel some particular kind of way about that. Let me see if y'all can see me. Yeah, there you go. I feel a particular kind of way about that. It's just how you do things. My thing is this: yes, the music industry can be a beast, but don't ever forget that you're in ministry when you're dealing with the music business. And I think that how he was handling it with her, you just got to use a little more finesse, baby. I mean, for real. Dealing with me, I need a little more finesse. That's all I'm saying. And then when they was in the car together and she was getting like, you know, little jitters or whatever before performing, he basically didn't even let her vent a little bit. He just cut her clean cold off and was like, listen, you gonna do it or you gonna be, you represent, you can do it. And it's like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Ease your roll. You ain't, you know, you her husband. Yes, y'all doing business together, but that's your wife. Care for her with a little more finesse. That's all I got to say. But if you like it, boo, I guess, okay. Moving on, so they got after she had her performance or whatever, a radio station kind of wanted to, you know, deal with old girl or whatever and have a sit down and an interview with her. And so Warren, so she was at E1, and so she was like, well, we've been fighting our booty duties off for this opportunity to have this branding meeting, and it's at the same time that this radio meeting is. So she was like, well, I know for sure I'm gonna have to talk to Tina. So you know, Tina like, go ahead and do it, because Tina trying to get somewhere and get her marriage in order. She ain't really feeling, you know, Mary. She just want her residual coins, okay? So she trying to coins up. So she like, listen, I'll be at the meeting, commanding the room. When you get there, you come in and you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And so Mitch shows up to the meeting. Now, this your manager. You don't call your manager and tell your manager nothing. You call and you talk to your sister. I think the way that they do Mitch is so bogus, though, because nobody really for real serious want to deal with that. And that's just the reality of it. Who really wants to deal with that? I know I wouldn't want to deal with that. I want to deal with the fact that you treat me the way you treat me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to treat Mr. Mitch a little bit better. And every time something don't go through, it ain't always your manager. Just put it on out there. And Mitch had to check him this time, because Mitch, I guess he getting a little fed up himself. So Mitch like telling Tina like, it don't really look good that we're going to a meeting, okay? And she gonna be late. That don't even look good, and we trying to get y'all a bag or whatever. So Tina was doing pretty good, and then she just let them know, you know, Erica is more better versed and stuff. So they want to get like a baby mama bag. You know what I'm saying? A little cute little bag that's for baby mamas. And you know, and yeah, hey, do your thing, you know. So anywho, so Erica come in, and then Mitch, you know, talks to her about an elevator. He was like, do Mitch have an issue with Erica Campbell? And so he was like, yeah, I got an issue with you. You know what I'm saying? I got an issue with how you handling things. You know, how do you handling business and everything. And so they have a sit down or whatever, and they kind of, you know, he kind of yell at her a little bit, kind of letting her know, like, man, I help you build this brand, and this is the thanks I get. And I ain't mad at Mitch. I honestly agree with Mitch with this, y'all. That's just how I feel about it. Whatever. But if you don't, you know what we do. Comment down below and let me know. Next, let's talk about how Tina is really taking everything. Tina is really taking everything so hard when it comes to her marriage and trying to really, you know, get things together. I'm going to say this. As a woman that have been through infidelity with my relationship, a lot of times, you know, and then now she has this new thing out where she's taking full responsibility for her husband cheating. I'm going to say this. A lot of times, yes, you know, you can be so ambitious that you forget about your husband at home, you know. And on my standpoint, you know, I was working. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was pointing up, you know, and trying to make a better life for my marriage, and I think for my family. And I think that's the same thing, you know, she was doing. I think that what happened between the two is communication. You know what I'm saying, Tina? I think that what happened between the two is communication. A lot of times it be communication. And for him to decide to step out on you without talking to you, that, to me, you have to really think about that part of it all. Taking full responsibility because you weren't around, because you was pointing up, because you was doing what you need to do for a family, and then you just had kids and now you take care of kids. So relationships change. Relationships go through different type of different things. I mean, things change in relationships. You get kids, it change. You know, I'm working more. I have a kind of career that needs my attention more. Things change. And so each stage you ought to talk, communicate, and prepare as a couple. You know what I mean? With it. And I think that you just need to communicate. The thing of the matter is this. The more and more you play it over and over in your head, the more and more you're not really going to be able to forgive him. If you keep playing it over in your head, you're not going to forgive him, because the only thing that's going to be playing in your head is, this chick was with my man. You know what I mean? And you're not going to be able to forgive him, move past it, and try to grow. And a lot of people say, oh, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater. Not necessarily, and not all the time. It's times where men do cheat for whatever various reasons, and they realize they either grow up, or they realize, you know what, I'll never want my family to go through what I did this time over here again. So, you know, I think that you guys trying to work it out is great, but counseling is always good. Get you someone that can really, you guys can really communicate. You can really tell him how you feel, and a third party to help him to understand how you feel, and vice versa. He can tell you how he feels, and a third party help you to understand, this is what I was feeling, this is why I did what I did, this is this and that and other. Okay, a lot of times it's not as simple as, she was hot, she had a big booty, some big old breasts, and bam, I went for it. Sometimes it ain't that simple. It's a reason to why you do what you do. You know what I mean? And so basically that was my take on that. I'll be watching, and this is my review. Diamonds, you are the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like you. Jits, you're no longer boys when you watch this channel. And to all my dollars, appreciate you, babies. Mwah.